If you step on a shreddy, you're a serial killer. Hey! That was your number 8, right?
That was my number 8, yep.
Take me through your number 7.
My number 7 is Pretty Women.
Oh, another one I haven't seen. And another one I really didn't expect you to say. Over Pride and Prejudice.
Richard Gere plays a lawyer. He buys up companies and then sells them for profit.
Uh-huh.
Like, breaks them apart and sells pieces of the companies for profit. And he needs a date to go to events with him. So I think he leaves a meeting, I think that's what it is, and he runs into Julia Roberts' character, who is a prostitute whom he pays to come back home with him and stay. And so he ends up paying her to stay the week and gives her money to go shopping and buy different outfits to go to the events with them. Eventually, he falls in love with her, and she basically doesn't accept it because the way that he went about saying that he loves her wasn't fairy tale. And they end up separating, and after a period of time, I don't remember exactly how much time passes, she has to leave to go somewhere, and he goes to her place and scales up the wall to whisk her off her feet, like in a fairy tale.
So, that's your number what? 7?
That's my number 7. It's funny.
Is that why it's on your list?
What?
Because without a humor element, I don't see what the fuss is about.
It's funny.
Okay. I haven't seen Pretty Woman.
I like it.
This is our worst list.
This is our worst list.
I have nothing to say about Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say about Pretty Woman?
Not really.
Apart from the fact that it's better than Pride and Prejudice.
It's funny.
It's funnier than Pride and Prejudice.
Look, okay, if I had
Even Pride and Prejudice is pretty funny.
It's true, it is funny.
It is. That's something else we should have said.
Yeah, it's funny.
My number 7 choice
Excellent.
is called Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. This has a lot of different elements, not just romantic. In fact, the whole way that this works as a love story is a science fiction element.
I've seen it.
I'm sure you've seen it. Jim Carrey is... it opens with him meeting someone on a train, a woman played by Kate Winslet, with an ever-changing hair color. And they get chatting, and after that initial meeting scene, we cut to sometime maybe later, or maybe much, much before. This is a movie that does very, very clever things with time.
Yes.
Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet's characters have had a relationship, and now they've broken up. And in the mail one day, Jim Carrey finds out that she's undergone a medical procedure that's erased her memory of him. And it turns out that there is this new clinic of sorts, run by Tom Wilkinson, who's a doctor who specializes in the erasing of painful or traumatic memories. So Jim Carrey decides to do the treatment himself and forget about Kate Winslet. And most of the film takes place in his mind as the memory's being erased.
Yeah.
And we are treated to very, very surreal images some of the time, because it really does wander through his subconscious, going through his memories, but he strays sometimes into like the childhood memory, like it goes back too far or something. And the reason that this is one of the very best movies about not just relationships but breakups is that by seeing a whole relationship backwards, it reminded me, because I've had relationships, and to go backwards and to remember what it was that you loved about the person, or the moments before things started getting bad. And it's like a breakup, but it just gets better and better until you get to that one very simple moment where they first meet. And I don't want to give too much away, because this is a very ingenious movie that goes all over the place with just time. You never really know where or when something is, even when you're not in a subconscious.
Yeah.
And this is written by Charlie Kaufman, who I talked about before last time. He wrote Being John Malkovich. And this is directed by Michel Gondry, he's hugely talented. I don't know if he's done much good other than this, because he did that misguided Green Hornet movie. Yeah, this is a very clever and a really original movie. There's no movie quite like this one, and it's
one of the few Jim Carrey movies I can watch without wanting to bash my face in.
I wouldn't say. Oh, don't say that.
I don't like Jim Carrey.
Oh, but he's funny a lot of the time.
I don't like Jim Carrey.
But this is a serious role. This isn't a comedy as such.
I like his serious roles.
But I love this movie. I think it's one of the best films of 2004. One of the best films of this past decade. Yeah. What do you think?
I like it. I think it's not the best movie I've ever seen.
Okay.
It
that
I've
leaves a lot of gray areas since you've seen a lot of movies.
I have seen.
There can only be one best movie you've ever seen.
No, there's 5.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know. I understand why people really like this movie, and I understand what's good about it, but I don't think it's as good as people say it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Underrated. You're underrating a great movie.
It's overrated.
Yeah, it's really not.